Hello guys. Okay, we are from Group 11 and we will explain the impact of smoker in the campus area. So before explaining, let us introduce ourselves first. Hello, my name is Raditya Dava.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Lafigur Renaldi.
Hello guys, my name is Sandi Firmansyah. Personal opinion, as an active smoker, I understand that the smoking ban on campus can feel quite restrictive. Smoking has often become part of one daily routine, sometimes even serving as a coping mechanism to deal with stress, academic pressure, or social interaction. For many students, taking a short break to smoke can help them calm their mind before returning to studying or classing activities. However, if it However, it is also important to recognize that campus is not only a place for learning but also a community that value hard discipline and mutual respect. While smoking might offer temporary relief for some individuals, and it can also have negative effect on others, especially those who do not smoking. Therefore, understanding and respecting the purpose behind this policy is essential for maintaining harmony within the campus environment.
Common interest. The smoking ban is not merely a set of restrictive rules. It reflects the university commitment to creating a healthier, cleaner, and more comfortable environment for everyone. Cigarette smoke, even when exhaled passively, can be harmful to others and contribute to poor air quality. This is particularly concerning for non-smoker or individuals with respiratory condition who might be affected by exposure to secondhand smoke. By implementing this policy, the campus seeks to promote a culture of wellness and mutual care. The goal is to build an atmosphere where all students, staff, and visitors can engage in academic activity without discomfort or health risk. Moreover, this initiative encourages the entire academic community to adopt healthier habits and develop greater awareness to public health responsibilities.
Suggested solution. As an active smoker, adopting to a smoke-free and environment may indeed be challenged at first. However, there are several practical ways to respect the policy while still managing your personal habits responsibility. Number 1, utilize designated smoke-free areas. If the campus provides specific smoking zones outside main buildings, use them accordingly. This helps reduce exposure for non-smoker while still allowing smoker a place to unwind. And number 2, reduce the frequency of smoking on campus. Try to gradually limit smoking during campus hours. This not only support compliance with the rules, but can also serve as positive step toward a healthy lifestyle. And last, number 3, follow and support campus regulations. Respect the smoking ban shows maturity and discipline as a member of the academic community. Setting an example for others can help create a more cooperative and considerate campus culture.
Okay guys, the last but not least, the part 1. In conclusion, while the smoking ban may feel inconvenient at first, it ultimately benefits everyone by promoting health, respect, and comfort across the campus. Through mutual understanding and responsible behavior, both the smoker and the non-smoker can coexist harmoniously in a safe and supportive academic environment. Thank you very Okay guys, the title part 2. The usage of modal in request word. The title 1. Can informal request or conversion daily. Usage can is the most common modal and is often used to ask for help or permission informally, especially in everyday conversation. The example number 1, can you help me out? Bisakah kamu membantuku? Number 2, can I borrow your shoes? Bolehkah aku meminjam sepatumu? The explanation is using can in a request indicates a low level of formality and is often used between friends, co-workers, or family. The next title, call a more formal or polite request. Usage call is the past form of can but is more polite and slightly more formal in the context of a request. The example number 1, could you pass the sugar please? The sugar. Number 2, could I leave a bit early today? Can I go home a little early today? The explanation, using could reflect politeness and consideration for others. It is usually used in formal situation of when we want to show appreciation for the person we are asking for help. The next word of very polite of formal request. The usage word is used to make a more polite request and show a high level of politeness. The example, would you mind closing the closet? Would you mind closing the closet? Number 2, would you help me with my assignment? Would you help me with my assignment? The explanation is would is more polite than could and show the more concern for the comfort or concern of the person being asked for help, usually used in the professional or formal context. Next text, may I very formal or official request. The usage may is often used as very formal or official. Request is especially in work context or more serious requests for permission. The example number 1, may I speak with the director? Please, bolehkah saya berbicara dengan direktur? Number 2, may we enter the room now? Apakah kami boleh memasuki ruangan sekarang? The explanation, the use of may indicates a high level of formal and often used in the more personal conversation. The explanation, when we want to ask for thing order at a restaurant, invite people to meeting or to our home, make offers, we use modals of request. We use modal to make requests sound more polite. In English, making the request short and direct is considering how quiet, impolite. It's much better use a longer version of the request using models of the request so that the request less direct and therefore considered more polite. The example number one, lend some money. The request number two, could you lend me some money, please? Indirect polite. Thank you.
Okay guys, explanation. There are four basic model of requests that we use: can, will, could, would, and may. For offers: more would, formal could, less can, formal will. Next, explanation. We use the modal verbs will and can in less formal situation, whereas we use would and could in more formal situation. Number one, would you open the window? Number two, could you pass me the potatoes? Number three, will you lend me some money? And number four, can I borrow your pen? Next, explanation. We form affirmative question by placing the modal first, then the subject of the question, and finally the verb in base form. Modal plus subject plus verb in base form. Number two, would you like something to drink? Number two, could you take a look at homework? Number three, will you give me my money back? And number four, can you buy me a soda? Would you mind? Would you mind plus verb ing. When we want to make a request in English, we can use the phrase would you mind. Example, number one, would you mind passing me that book? Number two, would you mind turning down the TV? Number three, would you mind being a little quieter? And number four, would you mind closing the window? You can also the do you mind. However, this phrase in less polite than would you mind. Example, do you mean closing the door? Please. When using modal of request, we can place please at the subject or at the end of the sentence to make the sentence more polite. Example number one, would you please shut the door? Number two, would you shut the door please? Could you please take your order? And number four, could you take our order please? Next. Negative question. If when using modal of request we'd like to ask someone not to do something, we can place not before the verb. Example number one, would you not speak so loudly? And number two, could you not smoke here? Number three, will you not spend all the money? And number four, can you not make the much noise?
Okay, next title, answer request. We can answer request using short answer. Short answer have a structure. To answer affirmative, we ask yes, and then we add the appropriate subject pronouns and the modal verb can or will. To give a negative reply, we ask no, appropriate subject pronouns and modal verb cannot. And then answering request. Would, could, can, will you come with me the store? Example one, yes I can, and then yes I will, and then no I cannot, and then no I won't. You can also answer using won't, but it's coincidence very employed. To make a refusal sound more polite, we can add I am sorry to answer I am sorry but I cannot. And then Other possible affirmative answer. What call can you will you come with me to the store? Example, yes, yes, entirely, yes, of course, it be happy to, sure, okay, no problem, yes, sure, of course. And then, other possible negative answer. What call can will you come with me to the store? Example, no, no, I am sorry, sorry, I cannot eat like to, but I cannot. It's important to remember that some people don't like to say no. For example, British people may be less direct when refusing a request. Example, will, I'm not sorry. And then, actually, maybe not the moment. And then, actually, it prepare to say at home. Next title, making offers. When we offer to do things, we ask the modal verb can, what, called, may. Example, called, I offer you beverage. And then, can I bring you something to drink? And then, by I take your order, last, what do you like beverage? And then, invitation. When we invitation someone to our home to do something, we ask what atau like, called, will, or can. Example, 1. Would you like to come over tonight? 2. Could you come early? 3. Will you come to the movies with us? And then, can you come home early tonight? Next title, ordering food. When the waiter want to ask us about our preference, he'll ask the price. What do you like? What do you like? Sauce with that. When ordering at a restaurant, we can ask the following purpose. Example, I would like. Can I have? I'll have. I would like the chicken. Can I have the fish? And then where the beef?
Okay guys, thank you for listening to our material. That's all and thank you.